So I feel like not enough Americans have any idea what's going on between us and Iran because American media fails to give historical context and they just use lightning words like
It's what he does, and the thing that bothers me more than anything is he seems to forget. You know, he says, we could have gotten out. I could have gotten us out, you know. Think about this. All the people who volunteered for our armed services, he's basically saying, I could stop all this, but I'm going to let it go on.
Yeah.
Your kids are not there fighting.
That's right.
Your kids are not on the line. So I don't know if you really want to alienate people this way because you're basically saying their kids don't matter.
because American media fails to give historical context and they just use lightning words like or Iran, Middle East, bombs, missiles, and I'm like, okay, Queen, sure. So I'm gonna explain it in a way that makes sense, and I'm gonna tell the truth.
Yes, according to Whoopi, the president should send his children in the battlefield. At some point, when I see these people giving out political opinions, I really wonder. It gets me crazy every single time. This lady you saw at the beginning of this video actually point out something very important. I want you to take an exclusive look into these.
Tell me about the pins you're wearing tonight.
Well, I'm wearing a pin that I used in 2003 with Iraq. It was illegal, and we are here 23 years after with another illegal created by Trump and Netanyahu with another lie, which is like to defeat the regime, but they are radicalizing the regime by their horrific actions. So that's not the reason, as it was not the reason with mass destruction in 2003. So, and also the Palestine symbolism of resistance.
The last part is what gets me. You know, we're symbolizing resistance for Palestine. You people are pathetic. Genuinely, you people are pathetic. And when he was asked why he was wearing it, they're trying to dictate. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He is clueless. He's up there virtue signaling. That's it. Guys, look at me. I'm moral. I'm virtuous. Pat me on the back. Help me feel good about myself. That's all this is. About oppressed people. If he truly cared about oppressed people, he would not be not wanting us to remove the theocratic, oppressive, dictatorial regime in Iran. Tens of thousands of their own unarmed civilians because they were voting against them after this regime has run this country or that country into the ground. That's why I don't take these people seriously. That's why they make me want to throw up in my mouth. We stand against oppression. But if you do something about the oppressive, theocratic, dictatorial regime in Iran, then no, guys. We want to see those people continue to be oppressed and by that regime. There's no way you can truly be an informed person with a decent moral code and stand for people in Palestine, but not people in Iran. Unless you are on the side of the Palestinians who want to erase the state of Israel, and Iran is helping with that. So it's really about fighting and destroying the state of Israel compared to actually standing with oppressed people. I don't know if he's that far. I feel like that's giving him a little bit too much credit. I just think he's a useful idiot. And he's doing what's trendy and cool in the left-wing circles, and that's to be ignorant and stand with Palestine against oppression, but not actually want us to do anything about oppressed people or do anything to help oppressed people. Because right now, we are actively in Iran destroying an oppressive regime, and somehow he's against it, but he stands against oppression. Make it make sense. Like I said, these people make me want to throw up in my mouth.
Mr. Nobody Against Putin is about how you lose your country. And what we saw when working with this footage, it's that you lose it through countless small little acts of complicity. When we act complicit, when a government murders people on the streets of our major cities.
For the past 2 days, I have put out videos about the Oscar, and this one actually drew my attention simply because they use this whole award show to put out this information, and here we are. There is somebody that actually reacted to this clip. This is what he said. Man, I really used to like your post, but you are so clearly a bought for shoe influencer for propaganda now. Rethink your morals and ethics, my guy. This person was replying this guy who put out this video simply because his views doesn't align with theirs. This is a problem I see in the consecutive movement right now. Immediately your views go contrary to someone they are believe fully with that you are being born. That is not the case. Allow people to express themselves. Yeah. If they want to go this way, air your own views. Let's see what you stand for.
I think the Oscars numbers or ratings are driven not by the movies, because it's more about the fact that nobody's seeing these movies. Nobody knows what
Remember
those
when on
movies
the 5 they used to make us watch them?
Yes, but now it's like nobody knows these movies. The curiosity drives the ratings. What are people wearing? Are they recognizable after all the plastic surgery? This is basically the Indianapolis 500 for women and gays. Like each year you tune in for this Oscar race so you can see the car crashes, like who has bad Botox. Jane Fonda was a mess. You look at Kimmel's face was horrifying. So I think that's people tune in because it's fun to see what people look like and what they wear, which is fine.
I watched that.
Jimmy Kimmel decided to take it upon himself once again and make a political statement that nobody asked for, as he is at the Oscars. Oh, America's ridiculous. You know what? It's always really been ridiculous. You don't say, Jimmy. You come to your senses that America has been ridiculous under Barack Obama and ridiculous under Joe Biden and ridiculous under Bill. Don't do it. Why you won't do it? Because you understand that you make your money here.
No to unfree policy.
This movie for my kids to say sorry for the housekeeping mess that we left in this world we're handing off to them, but also with the encouragement that they will be the generation that hopefully brings us some common sense and decency.
There is an international community of filmmakers dedicated to telling the truth, oftentimes at great risk, to make films that teach us, that call out injustice, that inspire us to take action. And there are also documentaries where you walk around the White House trying on shoes. Oh man, is he going to be mad his wife wasn't nominated for this?
With this, like you can see here, it is unwatchable. This is not meant to be this. Everyone want to put out a political statement. That has always been something with some of these their show. If you go into all this their award show, there is no single day that you will not see real politics pouring on. And people don't care about their opinion because they can't actually even do anything with this. I saw Cackling the View. This is actually what they said. When you take a look at these, Oscar ratings hit 17.9 million viewers, down 9% from last year and lowest since 2022. Someone replied, it is not the Oscar, it is the movies. The movies are absolute trash. No one has seen the trash movie, or no one is buying that. The trash movies are worthy of some major award. So you can clearly see that these people are tanking every single year because of their propaganda that they put out. Look at this. I think I'm going to end here. I want to appreciate people supporting, sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clips at the end, that is for the white algorithm. You can always skip.
No, I mean, what did you think about how political issues were addressed last night?
Not only is he a great actor. How cool is
that? Look at that.
But when like a great person is also a great actor and gets the award. And his mom. Remember when in the previous awards where he thanked her?
I think, you know, I've said this often, you know, when you do have a platform and you're comfortable with it, I think that you should use it, especially when we are in the middle of war.
Man, put your hands on the female. We're just here to say, no matter what the government says.
Let's talk about your sign remark.
26 Oscars were messy, with multiple celebrities called out on stage, huge winners, shocking losers, a little fight as the celebrities were exiting the venue, and how Timothée Chalamet had a pretty bad night. So here's everything you need to know happened at the 2026 Oscars. So unfortunately, Timothée Chalamet was dragged all night, on stage and on Twitter. He lost Best Actor, the award he campaigned for.
Room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world, people from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow.
Anniversary of the Oscars So White campaign. Someone must wear a ribbon that says, "We won."
Out on the buffet, they're just hearkening back to our founders. As Paul Revere declared on his famous ride, one if by surf, two if by turf.
What is this, my 600-pound Defense Department?
It's nutty as hell. Yeah. And you're right.
That Trump laid in the State of the Union address.
To get here. Trump!
Go Trump! Hey, Murphy, you're scumbag. Thanks, man.
Our chamber is chanting USA. Philip.
He utilized almost like these game show type moments where you're seeing awards being presented.
They're just so disgusting.
Their hands shaken to the point where they had to come back on the air and say this in Stop 33.
But we should point out as he walks in, he's pretty close to the justices again as he comes.
Other than illegal on either.
Patel posted this on X.
Job.
I get suspicious when any
person's home, it's very easy to.
This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
The country's in such emotional turmoil.
And Republicans on both sides. You're
so amazing. And wasn't it so great?
When it can be hard to hope.
Hey, girl.
To the beautiful chaos.